Hi guys, today my dad's gonna make my favorite, chicken biryani.
Thank you. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to another video of Chef Shura's Kitchen. Today we are making some chicken biryani from our backyard with a beautiful backdrop. So let's get stuck in. First thing first, let me show what we need. For chicken biryani, we have used some chicken thigh fillet and drumsticks. Not thigh fillet, it's thigh and drumstick. And we have washed mint and coriander, onion, tomatoes, some green chilies, my spice box, ginger and garlic paste, and these are the whole spices we're gonna use for the biryani. So we got cinnamon sticks, cardamom, clove, fennel seeds, and this is mace. This is the outer skin of nutmeg. And we're gonna use some fresh potted yogurt, butter and oil. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna marinate our chicken with ginger garlic paste and some yogurt and salt. So the chicken is already washed and clean, it's ready to use. So add a bit of salt, just 1 spoon of ginger and garlic, and 2 spoons of yogurt. The reason we use yogurt, it's a natural meat tenderizer. So it keeps your meat moist and also tender. So give a nice massage. I have used with the meat with skin on because my kids like the meat, like the skin. It's your choice. If you want, you can take the skin off. Make sure you coat every single piece. Okay, now the chicken is already marinated with. Okay, now let's start cooking. So as you can see, the oil is, I have used 50 ml of oil and 50 grams of butter, and the pot is nice and hot. So we start with the whole spices, 2 pieces of mace, 2 cinnamon sticks, and 5 to 6 cardamom, and 4 to 5 cloves, and some fennel seeds goes in the oil. Make sure the oil is not very hot. That will burn the spices. So when the spice is getting roasted, we'll slice our onion. I have used 1.5 onion because the onion is too big. It's so windy outside today, so you can see as I'm wearing a jumper, it's very cold. Usually we use ghee, but today I used butter. So now the onions goes in. So you have to wait for the onion to get cooked. It has to be slightly golden brown, not dark brown, it's golden brown color. As you can see, the onion is getting slight brown color on the sides. So you have to be like a bit more, probably another 5 more minutes. It usually takes just 5 to 6 minutes because it's windy and we are cooking outside. So probably it takes a bit more, longer. Serpentia. So now we'll slice the tomatoes while the onion is getting cooked. So I have used 2 tomatoes. Since we used yogurt, so we are using only 2 tomatoes. So if you use more tomatoes, it'll be more sour. Just thinly slice the tomatoes. Doesn't need to be like very perfect because it's a one pot recipe. So you're gonna cook the chicken and rice all in one pot. And we got some green chilies from the garden. So we are like using 5 green chilies.
Okay, come here. Where's Milo?
Okay, let's get back. The onions are almost done. So it's time to add the spices. First thing first, use some ginger garlic paste. 2 spoons of ginger garlic paste. The reason we add the spices before the tomatoes, but if you want a nice bright red color, you want the spices to be cooked in the oil first. So always add the spices before you put the tomatoes and the other stuffs. So today we are going to use the spice powder, only 2 spice powders. We're going to keep our chicken biryani nice and simple. First thing first, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and we're going to add some Kashmiri chilli powder. 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's 4 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons. Don't get scared because this Kashmiri chili powder will give you a nice color and doesn't burn your tongue. Now, as you can see, we are cooking the spice in the oil, so you can see the nice red colors. Once you cook the spice for like 10-15 seconds, you can add the tomatoes. Tomatoes and green chilies can go in. This is the time we add some salt. The salt, what the salt does is, salt takes the moisture from the onion and tomatoes, so it makes it the cooking faster. Remember, we also add salt in the chicken, so make sure you check the salt before you add. And we are adding a handful of mint and coriander. This is the most important thing. Every biryani should have a mint and coriander, half and half. And today I have used 2 kilos of chicken, marinated with ginger garlic paste, salt and 2 spoons of yogurt. As I said, yogurt is a tenderizer, will tenderize the meat and keeps it juicy. And now we are adding the meat. And I also said it's a 1-pot recipe. We're going to cook the meat, rice, everything in 1 pot. Keep it nice and simple. Sometimes people think biryani is a very complicated food to cook, but I'm just trying to show you how simple it can be. So now the time, chicken goes in. Boom. Once the chicken goes in, just give a nice mix. Be gentle. You want the pieces to stay firm as well and hold the shape. Don't add any water because the chicken will ooze out some water, and also you got yogurt there, so don't worry about the moisture. Let the meat cook in its own juice. That's the best way you can cook a meat. Now we're going to put the lid on and leave the chicken for 10 minutes. It's been like 7-8 minutes. You see a lot of water. It's all from the chicken and the yogurt. You can see the color, nice and bright. and the chicken is more than 50% done. So this is the right time for you to add the rice and water. So if the chicken is fully cooked and you add the rice, then it will become the chicken will become overcooked at the end of cooking. So you don't want that. Make sure you don't cook the chicken more than 50% at now. So I'm going to show you the measuring cup which I used for the rice. I have used this cup. This is roughly 400 grams. So I have used 2 cups of basmati rice, and I'm going to use 3 cups of water. So for 1 cup of rice is 1.5 cup of water. So it's like 1.1:1.5 ratio. The rice, which is you can see the rice is already washed 3 times and soaked for 20 minutes, and it's been draining. Make sure you put in a strainer for like at least 10 minutes. Take off all the excess water. This is the most important step. If you don't strain it, your rice will get overcooked. And the measurement should be perfect. So the rice is washed for 20 minutes, washed and soaked for 20 minutes. And this is the measuring cup I have used. So now it's time to add some water. As I said, I'm going to add 3 cups of water for 2 cups of rice. I'm using some hot water just to make it quicker. 2, 3. Now you wait for the water to start boiling. Okay, you can see the water started boiling. That's a good sign. So now it's time to add the rice. As I said, rice washed 3 times minimum and soaked for 20 minutes minimum. And then you got to put in a strainer to take off all the excess water. Make sure you don't have any water dripping from that. And now you add the rice. Every pot of rice counts. So once you add the rice, this is where you have to be really careful. You can't mix it very vigorously. You have to be really gentle. But the rice was soaking for 20 minutes, it will be really soft. So if you mix it really hard or very fast or vigorously, you might break the rice. And basmati rice is a very fragile one. It gets break very easily. So you always mix the sides and you always mix the middle slightly, gently, like holding a baby. And this is the time you check the salt. So when you check the salt, it has to be slightly salty. The water should be slightly salty. So when the rice gets cooked, it will be perfect. If it is otherwise, it will be if you don't feel the saltiness, it will be less in salt once the rice is cooked, because the rice absorbs the moisture and the salt. So you have to be slightly salty, not very salty, very slightly. You should feel the salt in your tongue. That's it. And now you can see the rice is getting cooked, and the chicken is also getting cooked. You don't mix it very quick or very hard. Just be gentle. Make sure you don't break the rice. Now it's almost time to put the flame down and give for a good dum. We call it as dum. It means like a resting, like how you rest a steak, same. Once the water, rice and the meat, everything comes to a same level, it means this is the time you put the flames on the very low and close the lid. So we add some more mint and coriander. The mint and coriander gives you a nice flavor for your biryani. Back in India, we use a banana leaf on the top just to get the, before you put into dum. So today I'm using my banana leaf from my bag, from my garden. So you can see the rice, meat and the water is all on the same level. So now we put this on the top. The reason we put this on top, so when we put a lid on, it gets, and the steam droplets might go back into the rice. Just to prevent that, we are putting this banana leaf. If you don't have banana leaf, you can put a baking paper. That's fine. So now we are putting the lid on, and we are keeping the flame low. And we'll come back after 15 minutes. Okay, guys, oh, look here. So it's been almost more than 20 minutes. So 10 minutes on the slow flame. After 10 minutes, you turn the fire off completely and do not open the lid for next 15 minutes. So after, it's been like 25 minutes. Now I'm going to lift the lid. Once you lift the lid, take the lid away because there will be water still dripping on from the lid. Will you please come closer, and you can see there's a lot of water droplets on top of the banana leaf. So you take that away, put it away, and now you can see there's no water, no moisture. Rice is evenly cooked, and you can see the long grain, and the meat is all cooked perfectly. So let's open it. Let me put some in the plate so that you can see how the rice are. See? So the chicken biryani from the backyard, it's ready to serve, and the kids are waiting for their lunch. Thank you. Please subscribe to our channel and see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.